In this video, it's time to glowy up the overhang. Alright, here we're at. So the primer I used is actually kind of an off-white, kind of gray. So I already undercoated all of this with white just to bring the brightness up a little bit. Alright, time to take this fairly bright yellowish, almost fluorescent green, and we're gonna make a glaze out of it with the Glaze Medium. Glaze Medium's back! Using this glaze more like a wash, so there's much more of it on my brush than if I was glazing proper, and I'm just gonna hit this over all of the white stuff that we want to be glowy, and if it spills over a little bit, that's fine, because I want to do a little bit of cheap and quick OSL anyway, and it'll just help that effect. That is going to take, at my estimate, forever to dry. So while that is drying, I am going to go ahead and grab a green of similar tone but lower value, so it's a bit darker, and I'm going to paint a thin coat of this over some of the areas that I think would be reflecting the glow. So on the chains and on the sword and on the other metal bits, and especially the ball that's underneath there, that inner chain I imagine would have a lot of glow, so I'm going to paint a little bit more on that. And I'm even going to do a little bit on the wood, kind of like an edge highlight. I decided not to do the rose or the rope just because I really like how those came out. And you know, I don't feel the need to paint a realistic glowy ghost dude. I just want a glowy ghost dude that I think looks cool when I play with him on the table. I'm gonna take that white that's still in my palette, and I'm going to do a quick dry brush of white. And this is, I want to make the glowy a little bit more glowy, and so this is actually going to be kind of like a base coat for what we're going to do next, which if you've been watching these videos, you know what's coming next. Alright, this is the brightest yellow that I have, and then I'm going to grab that glaze medium again, and we're going to make a glaze to use as a wash, and then we're going to hit this whole guy with this wash, and it's going to be extra yellowish on the edges where the dry brush caught, and then it's going to make everything else seem a little more luminescent. And then it's even going to pool in some of the recesses, and I enjoy the effect of that. And you know, I kind of like how this last step comes out, so we're doing it again. Yeah, and I'm done. I talked before about doing kind of like a glowy thing on the face, but I always underestimate how small the model is, and I kind of like how it came out, and I don't want to mess with it. The pits in the eyes, I really enjoy that, and so really happy with these models. Can't wait to do the last two. That is how I've been hobbying lately. Please let me know how you've been hobbying lately down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to get daily hobby videos, consider subscribing. If you want a preview of my next painting video, check out my Rumbl. I do the occasional blog post related to the channel over on my Tumblr, and you can also follow me on Instagram.